An important part of the mental preparation to take on this particular addiction of nicotine, it is important to understand some of the corporations that have been distributing and selling the products that cause this addiction. And they're one of the most infamous villains in regards to modern day evil corporations. And you can't 100%, and people are going to be upset about this one, you cannot 100% lay blame on the shoulders of those that have inherited these companies. I hope that there are opportunities for these companies to do other things with their money and transition to more positive businesses, namely the marijuana business. If they get involved in that, and do it the right way without trying to create pharmaceutical alternatives, and keep it natural and do it in a way where it is regulated in a welcome regulation, so there are not any additives to make that content addicting, they can take on the big pharmaceutical companies by adding a natural plant to what they sell and giving an alternative to people rather than medications and manufactured things that in a lot of cases do more damage than they do good and cause more side effects than they have cures. So all that being said, I think it is important that you do research. I'm going to refer you to something called the Tobacco Atlas. It is important that you review that. You should think of it as a current fact book that focuses on the topic of tobacco use. The definition on their website is this, or was this at one point. The Tobacco Atlas, a partnership between the American Cancer Society and Vital Strategies, is a free online resource and companion book that map the nature and magnitude of the tobacco epidemic and chart a course toward clear, proven solutions. Now, this is a good place to educate yourself on the industry that has intentionally created your addiction and would prefer you smoke for your entire life, your children develop the same habit, and if you ever wish to quit, you use their nicotine supplements or vape products. The information is compiled into a free PDF that you can download to your phone, tablet, or PC, and is full of beautiful designs and illustrations, and it contains an exceptional amount of information. I highly recommend you guys check that out. The link is in the description of this particular episode, so you can jump straight to it, download that, start reviewing it, and maybe even during the 30-day process, maybe you don't want to wait. You can either do it during the 30-day process as reading material, or if you don't want to wait, you can do it now during your preparation period leading up to your quit date. And we'll get a little more into the quit date in our next segment. The other thing that I think would be good, and it might be a little bit quicker than reading, maybe not, depends on how fast of a reader you are, but you should watch the movie Thank You for Smoking. This movie is mainly centered around tobacco lobbyists, and it's right around the time that they started catching quite a bit of flack for lying to the general public about the health benefits and consequences of tobacco, as well as selling to kids and that sort of stuff. It's a nice little introduction to what these companies have actually done and how they've gotten away with it by being able to buy politicians and allow lax laws. Somebody can call in and correct me on this particular one, but I believe even to this day the FDA does not regulate tobacco, which is interesting. So we don't really know what the measurements of the nicotine levels are that they place in cigarettes. And not to scare anyone, but if this podcast ends up being effective for quite a bit of people, there's probably a good chance that they can tweak those nicotine levels and make it even more challenging to quit smoking. And who knows, maybe they've done that gradually over the years. I don't know. We need regulation. So let's look to our politicians and make sure they're doing the right thing, making sure that we have full disclosure of what we are giving our money to and participating in. So educate yourself on that. educate yourself and learn more about it. And you'll find fun facts in that tobacco atlas, like smoking. This particular epidemic and habit and addiction we're talking about right now kills more people than died in the entirety of World War II on the American side of things. More Americans die every year than in World War II. So all you patriots out there, all you patriotic people out there that say you love your country and God bless the soldiers, you're on that kind of tip. Well, the biggest enemy is right here at home. So think about that. Every year, that many people, that many Americans are getting taken out, and they're coming for the babies. So yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, that is it for this particular episode. We're going to move on with more of the mental preparation in our Prepisodes. Stay tuned.